Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hope everybody is feeling good, feeling great. Hey, speaking of cake. Hey, Rudy, what's going on? Y'all give me housekeeping, because we need to get through it. Okay, we need to get through it relatively quickly. All right. We're going to try and hit it and quit it in 45 minutes or less today on the business education side. So, y'all, please make sure y'all are tapping, that you guys are sharing expeditiously. Okay. Let's get up to our first 10,000 taps over here in TikTok land and our first 5,000 over here on the gram. If you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube, please make sure you follow, you like, or subscribe. Um, Okay, like, tap, 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 all of that good stuff. Hey, Dope Life Coach, what's going on, honey bun? She's a vote. Hey, One Ladybug 06, what's going on, love muffin? All right, now, for those of you that don't know, this week I've been talking about how you're able to get brand deals. Hold on, let me turn this down. Y'all ever, like, I work a lot. And then I don't know, I think I'm starting to get like music blind. Like I hear the music, but sometimes I start the live streams and I forget that I'm actually playing music. And then y'all are like, I can't hear you, it's drowning you out. Well, it's my fault because I'm used to, if I'm not on the call or whatever, I pretty much have my music on. But anyways, we've been talking about how if you have a small account, and by small account, I'm talking about under 10,000 followers. I'm talking about somebody with like, hey, Pen, what's going on, gorgeous? I'm talking about somebody with literally like 2,000 followers, 1,500 followers, like that, like under 10,000, being able to get paid from companies. And we're focusing mostly on user generated content. Of course, I help people get regular brand deals. I get regular brand deals, all that good stuff. But realistically, you're probably not going to get an actual like big brand deal where a company reaches out to you and says, oh, I'll pay you, $6,500 to post in your Instagram stories if you don't have a sizable audience. But most people have, like 90% of people on social media have under 10,000 followers, and you can make a gaggle of money from UGC content. Okay. So anyway, y'all know we have the boot camp that's coming up. It's Small Accounts Big Brands Challenge, and it's pretty much for anybody that would like to work with big companies and big brands. Okay, so if you're interested in that, make sure you click the link in my bio, tap the first button. If you're on TikTok, you're going to have to DM me the word brands to get a link, because for whatever reason on TikTok, my link is not working right now. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Hey, Bad A's Entrepreneurship. What's going on, honey bunches of oats? Okay. Thank you, Pen. Thank you so much. All right. Also, next piece of housekeeping that's important. Any of you guys that are in Monetization Nation or Instacoin, we have Insight at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's another reason I'm like I'm rolling in with the content real fast, and then I got to get off because we got training tonight. We have our own training tonight. Okay. We got our own training tonight. Okay. Everybody say hey, God, hey, because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. That is who has allowed me to help almost 900 people create six-figure incomes. 176 of my clients have done $1 million in under a year. So if you're in here and if I've helped you make money, drop the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, the dinero, whatever makes you feel good down in your shana now. Okay, let the people know. Hey, Danny, I need everybody in here to invite at least one biz bestie, just one. Also, I need everybody to tap the screen like crazy. Taps do not cost a thing. Our tap goal is going to be 30K today. Okay. It's free. It does not cost you anything to tap the screen. It does not cost you anything to like, give the thumbs up or the little heart. Hold on, y'all. Let me decline these battle requests. Okay. That doesn't cost you a god dang thing. Okay. So that's what I need you to do. And if you really, really love me, help me meet my live goal. TikTok likes it whenever the creators hit our live goals. It actually helps us get unshadow banned. It pushes in the algorithm. It helps us get to the FYP, all of that good stuff. Okay. So if you really, 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 really cool with me, help me hit that goal. Thank you, Boho Groom. Thank you for the heart me, Riri. Okay. All right. So we have covered quite a few things this week so far, and we're going to cover a little bit more. Oh, everybody in the kingdom, you know what I want to see. Ready. I can't snap with my, there we go. Child, let's see it roll through those comments, okay? And so literally we're gonna talk some more about how you're able to work with brands. Now, a lot of you guys have told me, y'all like, Ashley, when are you gonna open back up the mentorship for getting brands and UGC content? We are going to start again in August. Okay. So right now we have pre-registration. That's early bird registration. Today is the last day to get in at the base bottom early bird price. Okay. It should cost $1,297 to come into this boot camp because we're going to be working together for 6 weeks. Every Wednesday night, we're going to be meeting at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. But if you sign up today, it is only $197. Do you have to go live? No, no. Brands don't care if you're live streaming or not. Brands care about like the evergreen content, which is a really good question. So I guess we can go ahead and start there because I did want to go over like what you guys would need because we had good Q&A last time, but I had to leave because of work, right? So anyway, this is what's very unique about user-generated content. User-generated content, they're not expecting you to be an influencer. They're not expecting you to go live. You don't, if you're camera shy, I have plenty of clients that create UGC content and you'll never see their faces. Also, majority of user-generated content is going to be posted on like that company's page. It's not going to be posted on your page. If they decide to run it as an ad, and we'll get into that, there's like an upgrade that you can offer, and that's additional money on top of your content, right? So you creating content is one fee, and then them having like licensing to be able to run it as an ad and stuff, that's a whole nother fee. And so that's a lot of stuff that can be negotiated. So this is how I have clients that have like 3,400 followers, but they're making $5,000, $10,000 a month from user generated content, right? And y'all are like, how are they doing that? And then also, excuse me, the other thing that you're going to need outside. So one, your content needs to be good. I keep telling y'all this, but I feel like people are not listening to me. Like good content, good content, good content, good content. And you can take really good content with your phone that you have at home. Some people are like, well, I don't have a nice house. Baby, if you don't go down to the Michaels or the Hobby Lobbies and get you one of those little scientific boards, get a nice white one because white reflects light. The little light that I use that like helps a lot of my stuff when I'm filming, yeah, I think that light was $20. Like, I'm not even joking. And it has warm light, cool lights, and it has like a mix on it. $20, okay? If you want it to look like you got a marble, island or background, baby, if you don't go down there and get some contact paper or that paper that they use for scrapbooks, so now you can create whatever background, whatever wall you want to have, right? And then you start purchasing little things here and there. Like you go to Home Goods and you buy like pretty bowls or nice towels or maybe a pretty cutting board or like a really cute Lazy Susan you can get out of Target or something like that. You can still create whatever you need to create. They care about the aesthetics of the content. You know what I mean? They care about if what you're creating aligns with their audience. Okay? That's it. That's what they care about. That's what they care about. Next thing you're going to need outside of aesthetically pleasing content, they do want a pretty high engagement rate. And to be honest, your engagement rate is easier to keep up when you have a smaller account. So, for example, on Instagram, I have over 1 million followers, right? Well, realistically, especially before they changed the algorithm, my numbers are like crazy on Instagram. Before they changed the algorithm, I could put up like a regular post. It literally could be like a static image photo post. And literally it would get like 120, 130,000 likes. It was nuts. Okay. Then they changed the algorithm and now I put up a static image and I'm lucky. I'm blessed if it's hitting like 17, 18,000, maybe 20,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all are still like, oh my God, that's a lot. Well, it's not compared to when you used to get 130, 140,000. You know what I'm saying? My videos, whenever I'm posting reels, one of them may have 60,000 views. Another one may have 600,000 100,000 views, right? It is what it is right now. So long story long, what I'm saying is my engagement is a lot harder to keep up. Now on TikTok, it's way easier for me to manage my engagement because my platform is smaller. So I'm going to give you guys a tip. Realistically, when these companies are coming to you and they are looking for like a video, they most time they want the videos in between 15 and 30 seconds. Okay. Sometimes they don't even want 15 seconds. Sometimes they like the little short ones. But if you want to keep your engagement higher because of the watch time, this is why you see a lot of people doing like those little 6-second, 7-second reels. This is why you see people having like 10-second, 12-second content, right? So if you're trying to get paid from like the creator fund through through TikTok, yeah, they want your videos to be 61 seconds or longer. But if you're trying to get paid from a brand or from a company, if we're trying to do UGC content, hey Content Hub, well then no, you don't have to have content that's a minute long or 5 minutes long or 3 minutes long. You're really actually going to do yourself a favor by having the shorter spurts of content that are 30 seconds or less, because it's going to make your engagement higher because they're looking at the watch time, they're looking at the likes, they're looking at the saves. Okay, and they're looking at your comments. That's just I'm baby. I don't know why I keep giving y'all these secrets. And y'all, shout out to everybody that is registered for the small account big brand boot camp. If you are not registered, baby, I'm telling you, go click the link in your bio. You need to click it before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And if you can add the study hall, add that study hall. When y'all get up in the morning, the price is going to be higher. So when you push up on me tomorrow, tell me, girl, I'm ready to register. Okay, go register, but you're going to pay more. What you're going to see, I do something called graduated pricing. So the closer we get to the start of the boot camp, the higher the price of the boot camp is going to be. Okay. So anyway, and if you're just getting here, we're talking about like working with brands, how you get brand deals and money get paid. And a lot of people like UGC and they like brand deals because literally they don't have to sell anything. Okay. And you really don't have to pitch yourself because, well, it wasn't yesterday, Tuesday. I was on Tuesday night and I was talking to you guys about third party marketplaces. And I gave y'all like 8 marketplaces where you could go and register. Okay. Hey, Jada, what's going on, honey pie? Next thing that you are going to need that nobody is talking to you guys about is a tracker. Okay. So when you start, now I was watching this girl's video and she's baby, she's next level, but I guess because it's all she does, that's why she can do it. So she's a nano influencer. She makes about 150. I think she said she makes in between 150 to $160,000 a year, and she's been doing that consistently for the past 3 years. This woman said she is registered on like 262 databases. I was like, holy moly. But once I got over the shock, I said, well, actually, it kind of makes sense because that's her full-time job. That's all she does, right? When I'm working with brands and companies, it's not my full-time job. Y'all know my full-time job is like teaching, instructing, consulting, speaking. I have my event design and production company. You know what I mean? That generates income for me too. But I guess if all I did was actually create content, I may be listed in 200 or 300 databases too. So I'm telling y'all, I'm probably only about 21 databases. And that's more than enough for your girl over here. Okay. But you're going to need a tracker. Okay. Even if you're only on 5 databases, you're going to need a tracker. Okay. So shout out to everybody coming in. We're going to build our trackers together, but you need some basic stuff in the tracker. You need to have like the database. Somewhere you need to have your account, like your login info, like what is your email, your password, or whatever your username is to get in. You may want to keep it in a book. I have like an actual physical book and I keep that off to the side. You're going to need to know, like I like to assign days on when I like to go in and check, right? So I made like every like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do this 10, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I do the next 10. Okay. But I have days I like to go in and check because some of them, even though all the systems are supposed to give you notifications, y'all know how technology is. It doesn't always work. You don't always get notifications. Okay. So I like to manually go in and look to see if there's any type of notification or query or anything like that. Also, like sometimes you just may need to refresh your stuff. Like I feel like at least once a quarter, you should be rotating out like your images, your videos, your pictures, kind of whatever's in the portfolio for that database. If you need to tweak your bio, anything like that. Okay. Also on the tracker, you need to have contact lists. So I have another tracker and like all of the like what company is and the PR person or my contact or the agency and the contact. I keep track of them that way because realistically, sometimes people shift too. You said you definitely need to refresh. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta what's a tracker? It's literally just a document that you're using so that way you know like who you sent, like for instance, like so I send out pitches. So I know I'm looking for a manager. Okay. If anybody wants to come step in. And I need a manager, but I need you need to already have experience. Okay. Don't come over here experimenting on me, messing up my connections and my network and my jobs and having people ready to cuss me out. Okay. But realistically, right now, it is my job to actually like myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never had a manager. People are always surprised by that. I've always done all this stuff by myself. So anyway, like whenever I pitch, I can't keep up with I would love to say that my memory is so sharp that I know everybody that I pitched, what I pitched them about, who the contact was, what their email is, what their phone number is. Baby, I don't. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie and try and pretend like I do. I don't know. So like even inside of like the agencies, y'all will see when you get inside of the databases that like they have like where you can collaborate or you can like put yourself out there so brands can see you, or they'll have like actual jobs that are coming up and you can pitch yourself for those jobs. Well, if I submitted like 4 applications on a particular database or something, I need to have it on the tracker so I know to go back and like follow up. You know what I'm saying? I have to know. And so I'm just telling y'all, you need to get a tracker so you can be organized because you will think that you will remember. And I'm just telling you, something is going to happen in your life. And you're going to forget that you applied for 6 applications at this particular agency. Or you'll remember it'll be Thursday and you'll be like, dang, you'll be like, I submitted an application somewhere, but I can't quite remember where I submitted the application at. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help y'all out. Something to help yourself stay organized. You need to have an actual tracker, and as you're submitting applications and stuff, you need to be filling it out. Like you literally need to have your Google Doc open and you need to be filling it out so that way when you go back in, you know where you need to go. If you need to follow up with an actual human being, if you need to send, like an updated email so that you're circulated back at the top, or if you need to go log into that database and see what the status is or what the update is on that application. Also, you have to check the databases on a regular basis because a lot of those companies and brands will be interested in working with you. And I'm telling you, those systems don't always work when you're supposed to get an email or you're supposed to get like a text. They just don't always work. Okay. It just is what it is. All right. So having a tracker, and you do not have to buy an expensive tracker. Like any of you guys that are coming into the boot camp, we're actually going to make one together inside of Google Docs. So it's not going to cost you any extra money. And I like Google Docs because if you do decide to ever get like a manager or agent, or if you have like a virtual assistant that's helping you out and stuff, everybody will be able to look in and kind of see what's happening at the document at one time. Okay. Now, side note, I'm old school. Even though I use computers and technologies and I'm not like an old woman or anything like that, I actually like to have my contacts, like, because it's hard to get like PR emails and stuff like that. Jada knows what I'm talking about. Jada gets brand deals. Like, so whenever you're looking for like the agent or whoever the decision maker is inside of that company that like hires the talent and stuff like that, baby, you need to have their contact somewhere else. You, Kelly, you said you registered for the boot camp. I'm excited, Kelly, girl. We getting to it, honey. Okay. You said it's a whole process to find the right people. It is. It's a whole process to find the right people, which brings me to the next thing that you need. Okay. Next thing that you need outside of his, you are going to need to get inside of some type of network group. It doesn't have to be a big group. It can be an in-person group or an online group. But like there are people like Jada, man, you probably need to link because I probably have like 20 or 25 new good PR emails and contacts and stuff. So what we'll do, and then I know other people that get brand deals too, we all will get together and we'll be like, okay, this is the contact for this is the contact for that. Because sometimes it's hard to figure out like who is the agency that's putting this together. Sometimes it's hard to figure out like who's the person that decides this. Do these brands work with, people that look like you? And by look like you, I'm not just talking about like if you're black, I'm talking about like your age demographic, y'all. Some brands are literally looking for teenagers. Some brands are literally looking for fit people. Some brands only want to work. They may specifically know that they're looking for diversity in the form of like body inclusivity or something. So now they're looking for like thick girls, short girls, fat girls, and muscular girls or something like that. I'm serious. People are not thinking about this. So like literally this brand, if you go to their page and everything is like white and beige, and y'all know like it's kind of like they're wearing makeup, but it's like the makeup no makeup look, fresh face. Y'all know what type of look I'm talking about. You go there, you don't see a lot of color and stuff like that, and they're super specific, and then you over here are Rainbow Bright, baby, that brand is probably not gonna work with you. I'm not gonna say no, but we're gonna say it's highly unlikely, and it's probably a waste of your time unless the Lord told you to go and reach out and talk to them. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's not like they're looking for different nationalities. So when I say like, do they work with people like you? I'm not just saying like, is it like a race or ethnicity thing? Like, no, like you just may not fit like that brand's aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? And so realistically, looking at the other influencers and content creators that those companies are working with is going to give you a good inclination of, do I have a good shot of getting this gig? Do I have a good shot of getting this job? Right? Well, you said I'm colorful. I feel like I fit into the Rainbow Bright category. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody to take it in a disrespectful way, because sometimes when I say stuff, people be like, what? Like, what she mean by that? No, like I'm Rainbow Bright. I wear bright colors. I have like big hair. You know what I'm saying? Like I may not wear a lot of very like vibrant makeup. You know what I'm saying? But like y'all think about, almost every time y'all see me, I'm in some type of color. I have on something that's sparkly. You know what I mean? I like all the little jingle jangles and shimmy shammies and stuff like that. So I'm probably, if there's a brand and they like those like very neutral, muted, earth tone colors, stuff like that, realistically, if you look at my page, even though I have aesthetically pleasing content and it's very pretty, it doesn't fit that. So if I see that this is the type of content that this company wants, I'm not even going to try and submit to you to create content. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. I'm not the fit for what you want, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I very glamorous? You know what I mean? Like, do I have like a specific eye for a certain like elevated je ne sais quoi? Do I fit into the luxury category and all of that stuff? Yes. But that, y'all know what I'm talking about, like the kind of everything is white and beige and tan, and you know what I mean? Like the very, very soft blushes and nudes and stuff. It don't fit. It doesn't fit. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? There's so many companies and so many brands. Okay. Next that you are going to need is you need some type of invoicing system. PayPal is your friend. PayPal is your friend. PayPal is your friend. PayPal is a great invoicing software to start off with. Now there's all kinds of other stuff like Honeybooks and gosh, there's tons of them. What is it? Is it Social Book? Is another one? Like there's a lot of them, okay? But you need an invoicing system because a lot of these companies are going to pay net 30. Now, some of them do pay a lot faster than that. Like there are some of them, like as soon as you turn over that content, baby, in less than 24 hours, they have hit your PayPal account. They're like, bing, you know what I'm saying? Or they hit your QuickBooks. The reason I'm saying PayPal over QuickBooks is because I don't know where everyone is in their business journey, and QuickBooks is a little bit more expensive, quite a bit more expensive than like a PayPal. But literally, you can get a PayPal business account for $20-something a month, and it will give you invoicing. Okay. You said you're fortunate to have that one that paid within a few days. Yeah. You some pay fast, but some of them, baby, they're using that full net 30 days. And if you turn in that content on July 30th, you're not going to see that check until August 30th. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. And I'll be honest, normally the larger the deal, the longer it takes for the payout. So there's one. I'm putting it out. No, I'm not going to put it out there. I'm keep my mouth shut. But there's a really particular type of deal I want to get that involves like network television. Okay. And because these creators are getting paid like $90,000 to watch TV. I'm trying to get like them. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Some of them will go out to net 60 days. And again, this is why you have to be organized, right? Because, hey, Queen Niche, thank you for my gift. This is why you have to be organized, because if you did a deal and you turned in your deliverables, you got your edits done, right? And it's time for a check, let's say we hit, it was net 30 and you look on there and y'all at 35 days, baby, you may need to send a little email, you know what I mean, to accounts payable and say, hey, not a rude one, but just like, hey, just want to put this on your radar. My deliverables were turned in on this date, blah, 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 blah. If you see that they already posted, I noticed you guys posted on this date and time, don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I just want to get an update on the payment processing. Okay. If you're not organized, child, you may have a little struggle. Okay. Next. I'm looking at the clock. Okay. Because we have there's so much other stuff. I want to talk to you guys about how to increase your opportunity of being able to get these deals. And then I also feel like it would be helpful if you guys knew how much to charge. Which one do y'all want to talk about? Because I can only do one or the other right now. And then I can probably come back tomorrow and we can do the other part. Just because, like I said, I got insight session with the kingdom. So shout out to everybody in Monetization Nation and Instacoin. Okay, we got a session and we got like a little mini lesson. Okay, while we're in here, which one? Y'all tell me which one y'all want. Y'all want to know what you should be charging if you have a small account, or do y'all want to know how to increase your opportunity to get a gig? Which one y'all want to know? Which one you want to know? Charge, baby. All y'all care about is our money. The money. By the way, if this content is helpful to you, hey Fiona, if this is helping you out, if light bulbs are clicking, I'm telling you, you need to come into the challenge. It's the small accounts, big brands challenge. Can you come in if you have a large account? Yes, you can come in if you have a large account. But, I really want to stress to people that you do not have to have a large account in order to get brand deals. And a lot of y'all just think like all you have to do, like, oh, just free sample. No, you absolutely can get a bag. Oh, baby. Okay. Now see over here in Instagram land, they want to talk about increased opportunity. Y'all got to fight for it. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, click the link in the bio. Tap the first button. Okay, tap the first button. And if you're watching on TikTok and you want to come to the challenge, just DM me the word brand and I will make sure to get you the link so you can come to the brand. You said how small is small? In between 1,000 and 10,000. That's considered a nano influencer. 90% of the social media population falls into that category. They have under 10,000 followers. And for whatever reason, there's this myth, there's this belief that if you are a large influencer, that you're just swimming in the dough, that just tons of people are, how do I sign up for the $27 course? I don't have a $27 course right now, Casey. I don't have one right now, honey pie, not a 27. I have other courses and products and programs and stuff, but as far as like branding and this boot camp, 197 is the lowest price point right now. That's it. And y'all better get in before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight, because the price goes up at midnight. Okay. The price is going up. Okay, so y'all better jump in while you can. All right. Regular price, the course will go up to $1,297 because that's what you should be paying for the 6 weeks. I know for a fact I've given more helpful information the past 3 days of this week of talking about how to get paid, from brands and stuff, then a lot of y'all are paying for these courses and they're not even telling y'all this stuff. Okay. Shout out everybody that's coming into the boot camp. Not only are we going to be telling you like who you can work with, I'm going to be giving you guys the pitch templates. We're going to be showing you guys how to edit on InShot and CapCut. We're going to be showing you guys how to put together like a good generic pitch video so you have a good introduction. I'm going to be showing you guys how to put together your rate card. I'm going to be showing you guys how to put together your portfolio with your templates. We're going to be showing you guys how to create content like user-generated creation content. We're going to be showing you how to use stuff in your house so you can get started, tagging, how to research the right hashtags, all of that good stuff so you actually can get out here and catch your bag. Okay. How to get on PR lists, how to get invited to influencer events. Hey, I pray. What's going on, baby doll? All of that good stuff. Okay. Next thing. So it looks like what I wrote it was how much to charge. So we're going to go with industry standard pricing. And this is for small accounts. Okay. This is for small accounts. All right, for small accounts. If you have a big account, don't be like, I get paid way more than that. Of course you do. You have a larger account. When I'm talking about smaller accounts, I'm talking about in between 1,000 and 10,000. Okay. So if you have like 2,500 followers, 3,500 followers, thank you, Istashina. This is price point range you want to be in. Okay. Now you can be a little higher than this, but I'm just giving y'all kind of industry standard where you're pretty much going to get a yes all the time. Okay. So for a photo, so like if there's just like actually like one photo, a photo that's going to be put up on Facebook or Instagram, or I don't know what the company is going to do with it. Okay. But a photo, sometimes people want photo content, normally $100. So people that have like 25, 3,500 followers and companies are reaching out to them to create photos because they're looking at the type of photo quality that they're putting up on their Instagram and on their TikToks and on their Lemon8 pages and stuff. You can get around $100. Some people get a little bit more than that, but a lot of times it's going to be 100. Okay. If you're doing a carousel post, so that's normally going to be in between 3 to 5 photos, and you're doing it for those companies, they're going to pay you somewhere in between $150 and $250. And also, please keep in mind that true UGC content does not have to be posted on your page. Okay, if they want you to create the content and they want you to post on your page, they have to pay an additional fee to post on your page. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So the fee for the content may be that $150. And then if they want you to post to your account, to your 3,500 followers or your 2,500 followers or whatnot, and they want you to post and like do a tag with them or, a mention or something like that, then it may be like, okay, well, that's another $50. Does that make sense? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Next, if you're doing a story, and normally they want a 2 or 3 frame story, most of the time they want a link with the 2 or 3 frame story. Those are going to start at $75. So if you have like 2,500 followers and somebody says, I'll pay you a couple dollars to create some story content, $75. You got 5,000 or 6,000 followers, 9,000 followers, you, instead of $75, they may pay you like $250. Okay. Now, hey, high performing mompreneurs. Next, if you're doing a reel, okay, a reel. Reels start at about $200 for a reel, and that actually makes sense because a lot of times with a reel you may have to edit, and sometimes most of us offer 2 rounds of edits, so you're going to be at $200 for a reel. And remember, a reel is under 90 seconds, and I'm telling y'all, most companies want it even shorter than that. Okay, because they understand they got to be able to keep people's attention spans. All right. If you're doing dedicated video, those are going to start at $500. Dedicated videos are normally a little longer. There are very specific things that brand normally wants. They could have a script, specific highlights. They may tell you specific colors to wear, those sorts of types of things. You said, what if you have 500 followers? I would encourage you to get up to 1,000 followers. I'm not going to say that you cannot get a brand deal or somebody that will pay you for content with 500 followers. They may or they may not, because again, user generated content is about how strong the content is. But a lot of times, if you have 500 followers, a lot of the apps and tools and stuff like that I'm going to be recommending for you guys to register in, they a lot of times will have a follower count minimum, and most of them, the follower count minimum is 1,000. But realistically, you can get 1,000 followers in 2 days. You really can. I think I picked up my first 1,000 followers on TikTok. What did it take me, y'all, like 2 days or 3 days or something? It didn't take a long time. Once I figured out what I was going to post on TikTok, I picked up 1,000 followers like that. So it's not hard. Instagram, I had my first 1,000 followers in like a week or something like that. Facebook, I had my first 1,000 followers really fast too. I think maybe like in a week or so. It didn't take a week and a half. If you're posting consistently and you're engaging with other people out here in these streets, especially, let me be clear, if you're consistently posting things that people want to hear about, that's the caveat. Like, so for instance, I know this for a fact. Anytime I post some business related content on my TikTok page, very seldomly is it going to blow up. Most of my business stuff, like the people that really have a business, they're watching it. They're like, oh my God, this is so good. I can't believe, she's giving all of this stuff out here. Most people are scrolling. But if I put up something childish, I put up something silly, I'm talking about, something that's trending or some influencer that's ticked everybody off that weekend or something like that, numbers are going to be crazy, like 200,000, 300 views, 150,000, 180,000. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, so when I say post consistently, I'm going to say post consistently about things that that particular audience likes. So like if you're in the beauty niche or you're in the fashion niche and you're posting like lay flats, you're posting like reviews, you're doing like a comparison, like the dupe, like this is the dupe, and this is the original or something, talking about how they compare the color, longevity, stuff like that. You're probably going to get more views and you're going to build up those followers way faster. But if you just kind of out here just posting random stuff here and there, what you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, next thing, if you're doing a 60-second, a 60-second, yeah, if you're doing a 60-second, you're looking at about $300 right now. About 300. Okay, so that's where you're at if you're trying, because a lot of people are like, how much do I charge? Okay, other things that you can charge an additional fee for, you can charge for the actual usage, you can charge for your licensing. So like for instance, what I noticed, I haven't been approached this way on Instagram, but on TikTok they love to try and slide in for you to create the content. Even sometimes TikTok itself, they'll be like, oh, we can use your content for advertising for 60 days for free. No, you can't. Okay, no, I will not click the box. Okay, no, you cannot. Okay, so a lot of them you want to work around in the negotiations that if they are going to use it for advertise for ad, because in TikTok they have like these codes and you have to log into the account to give the company the ad code to be able to run it. You need to know what you guys need to negotiate what that price or what that fee is going to be. That's an additional fee. Some people will do a flat rate, some people will do commissions on the back end. That's up to you. There's not really any rhyme or reason. If somebody wants you to review their stuff, that's additional fee. If they want you to rank it or rate it compared to like their competitors or other stuff out in the market, that's an additional fee. If they want you to do if they want some type of exclusivity, if they're like, okay, we want to work with you for, I don't know, cupcake liners. they don't want you to use any other cupcake liners. Maybe they sell cartoon cupcake liners and they only want you to promote or talk about their cupcake liners for the next 6 months or something. If they're asking for an exclusivity to where they don't want you working with anyone else, any of their competitors, baby doll, that's a fee. They need to pay for that. If they want that contact, like let's say your regular delivery or turnaround time is 14 days and they want that content faster than that, they're like, oh, we want it in 48 hours. There's a rush fee for that. Okay, so literally the content are the prices that I just gave you. Like, okay, this is the price of this content, but these other things, absolutely positively, there's normally like a charge for it. Okay, so don't get out here and get it twisted. Also, whenever we talk about the actual content, okay, like, and all of these other upcharges and surcharges and stuff like that, it's up to you to be able to negotiate what that looks like, right? And what you're willing to accept and what you feel right and what you feel like is fair. So a lot of people are out here, they get salty because they accept something very, very minute. So I had this company, they do like infrared, they do like they were doing like an infrared, like some like at home infrared face mask thing that you can like put on and put in on your sleep. And everybody knows that I love skin stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I like any type of little skin widget, watch it, scrub, oil, moisturizer, all that kind of stuff. And so anyway, what did they want from me? It was crazy. They wanted so many posts. They wanted like 3 frames in the story. They wanted me to do a reel. They wanted a TikTok post. Oh, and they wanted me to basically do like they wanted me to basically like chronicle like using it over 30 days. You know what I mean? Kind of like regular weekly updates. That's a lot. And then I was like, okay, I was like, well, what's the budget for this? They were like $2,500. Baby, not no, but hell no. You know what I'm saying? They probably got somebody else to do it somewhere, but it wasn't gonna be me, not for 2,500. So I went back and I was like, well, this is actually my budget, you know, for something like that. Then they were like, well, well, that's outside of the, you know, outside of our budget. And they were like, we can go up to 5,000. And I'm like, okay, well, if we can go to 5,000, well, then we need to reduce some of these deliverables. So for 5,000, I can give you the stories, and I'm willing to do I was willing to do I was willing to do like a reel, you know what I mean? Like a 30-second reel, right? Then I'll do that 30-second reel. Then they were like, okay, well, we want licensing and we want the ability to run it in an ad. Well, if you want licensing and you want the ability to run it in an ad, baby, run that price right on back up to where it was. You see what I'm saying? Like, like no, this is not what we're doing. So long story long, sometimes people will try you. You don't have to take it, right? I didn't take it. I didn't like that deal. I was just like, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm good. We're good. You know, thank you for the opportunity. If you get something else, you know, it's a better fit, run it on back around. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all don't ever really hear me complaining about, is there any regulation for all of this? Mm-mm, girl, no. But this is why y'all don't ever really hear me complaining about like, oh, I'm not getting paid, you know, enough. No, I'm very happy with the pay that I receive. If I find out later on a campaign that there's some other creator and, you know, maybe they have a different skin hue than me and they pay them 1.5 times or 2 times more, okay, they had better negotiators. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times I don't feel that way because I'm not just taking whatever someone is giving me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say is whatever you negotiate, you be thankful, you be happy with it. Don't let comparison rob you of your joy. So if they paid you, you know, $200 and you created 4 like very images for them, you know, that they're able to use or whatever, and that's what you negotiate, and then you find out later that they paid somebody else like 450 for the same 4 images, don't be out here getting mad or, you know, cussing and fussing and, oh, they scam me. No, they didn't scam you. It's negotiation. Okay. And that gets into negotiation. So literally when people slide up on in my DM and TikTok and they're like, oh, we want you to create this product for us or create a piece of content and we're going to give you a free sample and we'll pay you 15% commission, baby. I don't work for commission. I work real hard. I don't have to do that no more. I don't have to do that. I ain't got to do that anymore. So, you know, I'm going, well, what's the budget for this? You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of work to create the content, to be able to offer the edits for you, you know, blah, 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 whatever is in my list of deliverables. And if they're like, oh, well, we don't have a budget for you, well, thank you so much. You know what I mean? For this. Now, if you still like to just give me the product, if you'd like to send it as PR and, you know, let it be my decision if I would like to post about it or not. Maybe that's something that we can work out. But no, you're not going to give me, this is just me. You're not going to give me a time and a date for deliverables and expect edits. And then on top of this, be asking me to post on my page and all of this stuff so I can get a free sample. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. And I can work off of commissions because there are some people they're making a killing off of TikTok shop and posting up all those commissions. But the majority of creators that are creating, you know, content for these products on TikTok shop, they may be getting 2 or 3 sales, you know what I mean, a week, if that. And if you're getting 2 or 3 sales and you're getting paid 10% commission and the product was $19.99, let's do the math, baby. Like you just brought home a whopping $1.99. You brought home $5.97 that week. Most people are not going to be able to pay their bills off of $5.97. Now, what you see a lot of the people making money is they create the content and then that company is running the ad. And so they're making the commissions off of that person's link. And then sometimes the company is actually paying them with a CPM. Your CPM is your cost per 1,000 views. So if they're running it, you know what I mean, in an ad or in a post or something, and it got 3 million views or something like that, you see what I'm saying? Now they're actually making some type of money. Now you making a little bit of change, okay? Because your CPM may be like $100 for every 1,000 views. Some people have a CPM of $10, you know what I'm saying, for every 1,000 views. Some people got a $6 CPM for every 1,000 views. They're all totally different. And a lot of that is based on how well you can negotiate and what's happening with your engagement. Would you recommend that's let's see that for some just starting out the free product route? I would you can give free products, but I would rather you give free products because you're on a PR list, because then you don't have the tax liability, as opposed to a free sample and then them telling you you have to turn this content into me in a week or in 7 days or in 14 days, or you have to go live and have it posted for at least 10 minutes, or you got to make at least a 40-second or a 60-second video. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a very, very different thing than Mr. IRS saying, oh, you got $35,000 worth of free gifts, free products this year, and now you got to pay the taxes, because the IRS is going to charge you for those free products as if it was like cold hard cash. And you couldn't spend those pots and pans you got. You couldn't spend those eyeshadow palettes. You could not, right? You could not spend that satchel or that shapewear or whatever it was that you took. So normally whenever you're on a PR, when you're on a company's PR list though, you like, it's like a little surprise. You just want, I'm telling you, just get on the PR list and just one day they start sending you stuff. It's really fun. It's really amazing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may put in a request. Some of them have online applications where you can fill out for the PR list. Like I said, any of you guys that are coming into the Small Accounts Big Brand Challenge will have several like dashboards and databases and apps and stuff for you to register in. So some of them, because you're inside of an agency database, you get PR stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You get like all kinds of cool stuff. So I feel like if you're going the route of free stuff, to me, it makes more sense to get on the PR list. Now, if you want to jump up because you just itching and you just want something free right now and you're just going to do a few things, go and get your few free samples, you know what I mean, from the people in the TikTok shop. Try your hand at your content creation and let that be that. You know what I mean? Link it there. Who knows? Your video may take off and all of a sudden you may be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? We helped the company sell $98,000, $100,000, $200,000, and I made $10,000, $13,000 in commission. That does happen for some people, but the reality is the majority of people that are like using TikTok shop and they're getting those free samples or those free gifts and they're posting like that, they're not rolling in the dough like that. Like, you see the larger creators in TikTok shop that are like pushing out, making money like that. But I'm telling you, a lot of those people, they have deals inked. And because they're in such high demand, those companies approach them in a totally different way than they do with like all of the other regular people that are signing up for TikTok shop and making money with the affiliate program. It is, a lot of times if you're going to do the affiliate program, I find that creators that sell like one specific product or two or three specific products, they typically do better than people that are just like posting random stuff. That's just what I found from what I'm looking. So like if you like do cooking content and like there's a pot and pan company you like, there's a knife company you like, there's like some little cooking gadgets or something like that you like, and like you're always showcasing or selling those, and you have your link up and stuff like that, those people are normally doing pretty well. And they also probably have negotiated very high, commissions. They may be doing 15-20% on the back end on the commission, while y'all are getting paid 5% on the front end on the commission. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be very, very different. Okay, everybody, I got to go because we have, I got class. I have class. We got insight session for everybody that's in Monetization Nation or Instacoin. And yes, y'all, before we get into Q&A tonight, honeys, we got actual class. Okay, there's a little, it's time for Black Friday, whether y'all know it or not. It's time to be getting ready for it. So we really got to go through some maps and some outlines and stuff, because I've been stocking in chicken hockey and a lot of y'all stuff is not doing what it need to be doing. Okay. Anyway, if you want to come into the Small Account Big Brand Challenge, Again, click the link in my bio, tap the first button, go and see all the details. We are in early bird pricing tonight. Tonight is the last night to get in for only $197 instead of $1,297. Okay. The price is going to go up. The price is going to go up. Y'all did terrible. I should have withheld information because we only got one money gun. We're supposed to get 20 money guns. TikTok, y'all think I'm joking. TikTok does not like this. They're okay, they give me a thumbs down in these streets. TikTok wants us to hit our goals. And TikTok, y'all don't know this, but when we come in, TikTok chooses like our little goal for us, our gift goal. So anyway, how much we need to join? How much what you need to join, baby doll? Ask me another way. How much what? If you can get the study hall, get the study hall. Okay. Thank you, VV Embroidery. If you can get the study hall, baby, get the study hall. If you can't get the study hall, at least do the order bump and get the replays. Okay. I will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to cover like how you can increase your opportunity to be able to get some of these gigs, okay, with the brands, period. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get your